Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm looking crazy with these two different looks on my eyes. One being cool and one being really warm. As you know from the title, I am testing out the Roxi Makeup Revolution palette. So if you would like to know how I created these looks and also what I think about this palette, then continue watching. Okay, so as you can see, I've prepped my face. I haven't done my eyeshadow yet. Okay, so this is the packaging. It's quite reflective, as you can see, like that. You can see everything that is in the reflection, but it's very pretty. It's a nice goldy color. If we open up, so I have had a look inside the palette, but I haven't swatched anything yet. So this palette does come with a mirror on top. Okay, so this palette is really pretty. It comes with quite a few neutral colors and also some shimmers. So it has quite a few mattes and then some shimmers over here. So mostly a matte palette, but it's got some quite nice shimmers in there as well. So let's give it a try. So for this look, I think I'm going to do two different eyes or two different colors on each eye. So on one eye, I'm just going to have the base, and on one eye, I'm going to have no base. So I want to see how the shimmers and the powders go with no base on it at all. So I'm just putting the base on my right eye. So for my base on my right eye, I'm going to use the Soft Ochre Pro Long Wear Paint Pot by MAC. Okay, but before I go into any of the colors, so I've primed my eye, let's let that sit for a little bit. Let's do some swatches. Okay, let's start with this brownie color over here. This is called Gingerbread. Okay, so that's Gingerbread. And then let's see how that swatches on my hand. I think it's pretty decent. Okay, and then let's swatch this color Pumpkin over here. It's like a nice orangey, burnt orange color. Okay, and then let's see. This is Pumpkin, this is Gingerbread. Okay, and then let's go in with this color Cookie in the corner. I think Cookie would maybe be a nice base and could build up to be quite nice. Let's go in with a bit more. Yeah, it's definitely buildable. Okay, and then I want to go in, I really like this green, so let's go in with this green. That's called Draco. Okay, so that's Draco. Let's try it. Wow, I really like that green color. I think with this eye, I'm gonna go natural, but still loud, if that makes any sense, but you'll see what I mean. Then I'm gonna try this dark yellow color called Honey. And then she looks like that. It's not bad. Let's see if she's buildable. I know yellow eyeshadows can be quite difficult, but it looks like this product definitely can build. And now let's try some of the shimmers on here. Let's go in with this top one over here called Shook. Wow, look at that. And then on this finger, I'm gonna go in with Cranberry on the bottom over here. Look at these two shimmers, wow. Okay, so let's see. So I've taken Shook on this finger and Cranberry on this finger, and let's take it. The shimmer shades in this palette is pretty cool. Okay, and then last swatch before we go in, I just want to try the Sunset color at the bottom here. That's really pretty. It's really nice. It's really subtle and really pretty. I like that. So Shook, Cranberry, and Sunset. Those are only some of the shimmers. So anyway, if you want to see how I create some of the looks with this palette, then let's get into it. So for the first color, I'm going to go in with this color Ariel over here. So like I said, I've primed this eye. So I'm going to start my eyeshadow look. Let's zoom you guys in. It's like a nice deep red. The color is really nice. You don't even have to go in a lot with the brush. Like, it picks up so much pigment. Okay, and then I think at the top, I'm just gonna blend it out of the top. Color blends beautifully, guys. Wow. And there's no fallout in the pan. Like if I'm busy digging in here, you can see there's not really, there's a little bit on the end here at the bottom, but not really, nothing to write home about. Okay, so I've blended that up now a little bit, and a little bit out here. I got blendable. Wow. I feel, every time I dip in, I feel like I'm not picking up much like pigment on my brush, but she's pigmented. So I'm gonna take a different brush, a fluffier brush, and just go in with honey over here. Just gonna take a bit of that. There's quite a lot of pigment fallout from the other one. And then I'm just gonna take it up here and blend this one out a bit. I feel like my eye's looking like, you know, the Lion King when the sun sets in the beginning? That's what I feel it looks like right now. I don't know if you can see. It's quite blendable in here. Okay, and then I think with the same yellow brush, I'm just gonna go in with gingerbread here in the corner. Just dip that in a little bit for some depth here in the corner. Then I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and just put that in the front here. Okay, I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take the color, I think we should take Yes over here. Yeah, it's quite a shimmery shade, so let's take it. I'm using it on a dry brush, by the way. So we're taking a dry brush. And then let's just pack that on. Yoo-hoo, color! Where are you? So I've packed that on there. I don't think I really see much color pickup. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the brush. And I'm gonna take my finger and put that on. I'm just going in back with the brush that I used Ariel for and just tapping a little to blend this out a bit more. So what I do notice is as I'm working with these shades, sometimes if I layer it up with different colors, then the color that I worked on at the bottom is kind of like fading away. So I have to go back in and just restore it a little bit, which is fine, you know. Okay, and then I'm just going in with my fluffy brush again and going back in with honey. Put back at the top. So I think I'm gonna go in with this color Cola. Okay, and then I'm just gonna lightly put it in the corner here. Wow, she pigmented, guys. And of course, now that I've gone in with that really dark Cola color, well, my Ariel's gone. So this, I think, is like the third time I've packed that red back on there. Every time she comes back out, she is a beauty. Okay, now that I'm looking crazy in the one eye, I think I'm just going to finish this off with maybe some pumpkin on a small little flat brush at the bottom with it. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this unicorn color here, a nice like white little shimmer, and just pack that over where I had concealer. There you go, there's that color we were looking for. Wow, this unicorn blends beautifully over the matte shadows. Unicorn is a shimmery shade. Yeah, that blends much better. So while I'm looking in my mirror in the corner here, I noticed that I've got a bit of fallout under my eye, which is fine. Yeah. We can just take out a little brush and wipe it away. For this eye has no primer or nothing on the lids, so we're just going to look at how the powders settle, how everything works, and is it still as colorful when we swipe on them. So I think we're going to try and go for maybe like a fire and ice. So I'm just going to take Firework, like I said, and just put it in the crease of my eye, not on my lid. It's a really pretty little color, guys. I think maybe I'll just go in with honey again and take it maybe to the corners of my eyes. I know I'm doing this all backwards, but I got a plan. So honey definitely needs like a couple of layers to get on my eye so far. It's not too bad. Okay, and then I'm going to take this color here, Draco, and put it on my lid. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would maybe be in the pan. Okay, so this is the second layer, so it's definitely buildable. But I just want to try it with my finger maybe to see if maybe it works a bit better with my finger rather. That's definitely better. So, I mean, fingers are the cheapest tools out there, so yeah, it's not bad. So it's definitely easier to build Draco up with your finger rather than the brush. But I mean, maybe it would be better if maybe we had like the primer on this eye and maybe even a wet brush to put this color on. I've never gone like this bright with colors before using yellows and greens, but I'm kind of digging it. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back in with Firework quickly and just go back to the top of my crease, because like I said, if you blend a color on top of a color, unfortunately it kind of fades out the one that you put underneath. So you just have to build it up a little bit. No, not a big deal, but let's just blend that out a bit better. I actually want to bring you guys in just a little closer to my eyes. It's okay, it's just I cannot get this Draco to look as dark and as vibrant as I wanted to, well, like as it is in the pan. So I'm just gonna build it up with a bit more layers, because as soon as I put Firework back on here, I definitely have some fallout on the bottom of my eye from Draco. I think I'm gonna go in now with this really light color called Boo at the bottom here. It's like a pearl, really light color. And I think I'm just gonna take it into the upper eyelid here just to lighten it up a bit. And I'm just blending the colors in together now. I'm gonna take a small, fine little brush and just go into Honey again. And then try and get back into the corner, just to make it a bit more yellow. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna go in with this color here called Inspire. It's like a really nice purpley color, so I'm gonna go with that one. And I'm gonna take it on a small brush. Wow, it's quite a lot of pigment on that one too. Go under the eye with that one. I'm just gonna go back in with Firework again and just go back to the upper crease and just blend it out a bit more further, because the Firework color is completely gone from the top. Draco's a really pretty color. It's just a shame that these brighter colors blend out so easily when you put other colors on them. It's easily blendable, it's just sad that they disappear kind of off your lid a little bit. Maybe it's because on this side I'm not using the primer, but that's what we were testing. So, and then lastly, I'm gonna take this shade here on the really top of the palette, and it's called Iconic. Iconic is a very bright shimmer shade, and we're just gonna take this into the corner of our lid right here, just to brighten up the whole area. It's a very pretty shade though, Iconic. Wow, has a lot of color. I'm just going to go off camera and do my mascara, and then I will come back with my final thoughts about this palette. So I just wanted to quickly test something before I give my final thoughts, because this Draco color, I really like this color, but it really bugged me that it took so long to, like, you had to take your finger to put it on instead of a brush. It would have worked better on a base instead of just on your eyelid plain. So I'm taking Draco and I'm just putting it on my hand normally. So that's what it looks like without any concealer. Then I'm going to take the concealer as well. See, I put some concealer on there. And then I've just blended in the concealer on my hand quickly. And then I'm going to take Draco again and see if it works any better. Guys, it's so much darker already. Okay, so clearly with the darker colors you would need a better base. So I'm building them both up. So as you can see, this one is with a base. This one is without a base. And you can see there's a lot more darker color there versus over there. So that's just maybe some penny for your thoughts if you would like to use some concealer maybe. If you don't, it's not a train smash. You can still get the beautiful colors that this palette has. So let's start with the negatives first. The only thing that I was a bit upset about with the palette is how the shades would disappear and you would have to keep putting them on, which it isn't, like I said, a train smash. You can just re-put the shadows back on. For palette, I think I only paid about 250 Rand for this at Clicks, and it's a really decent variety of colors. It has so many shimmers, it has so many mattes, and these colors can be used every day. So if you wanted to go out, you could use this palette as well. It doesn't have to be a single use palette. I do really like the colors in here. I think Roxi did really well with these colors, and I definitely look forward to creating more looks with them. It is called her Ride or Die palette, so it is a palette that you can go to every day. I wouldn't expect like very vibrant colors in here, but the colors that are in here are very beautiful. And I think my favorite colors in here, obviously I've said this like quite a time, but definitely Draco, even though, you know, it annoyed me a bit on this lid. But Draco, Cranberry in the corner here, Honey, Gingerbread, and Pumpkin. They are just such beautiful colors, and they're buildable colors too. So you can use them as a base for general colors, or you can use them as well to make your look really extravagant. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the Makeup Revolution Roxasaurus collaboration. I would really like to know if you would want to buy this palette, what you think of the palette. Do you think she should have added more colors? Let me know. So I have also bought the Roxi Makeup Revolution Color Burst palette, and let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a test on this one. If you do, I'm not going to show you the colors in this one, and I haven't tried this one. So I will wait patiently until you let me know if you want me to do a first impressions on this one too. I've only had a look at these colors, but these colors do not disappoint. I said I wanted more color in the other palette, and she came to the party with the Color Burst palette. They're beautiful colors in here, and I would love to show you and love to taste it with you, so let me know. But other than that, let me know if there are any other palettes that you would like me to try, or any other palettes that you would like me to make looks with. So I really enjoyed our time in today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here to this part. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you're making good choices. If you would like to learn how to take all this makeup off afterwards, my Skin Creamery video in the beginning does highlight what products you can use to easily take off your makeup. Also in my April favorites. So that's all from me. Thank you again. I hope to see you guys again soon, and have a great day further. Bye.